Sacred! Sacred!
What's that noise?
Yes, it is I. It is I, Art of Gaming.
Is that you?
It is time to continue gaming. It is time you return. Open the books, Sacred. Open the books. Roll the dice. Build the maps. Create the NPCs. Discover new and enchanting worlds. And not to mention all of that sweet, sweet loot. Go on, Sacred. Maybe start with something light.
I like a lot of different things, and I like different things at different times. Sometimes I'm in the mood for fantasy, sometimes I'm in the mood for sci-fi. Sometimes I want to play a journaling game. Sometimes I want horror. I want to play a lot of different games. I want to do them physically. I want to take care of myself. I want to take care of you. I want to show you games that maybe you don't know about, or maybe you never thought of them in that way. Any game that I just don't like right now, I just haven't learned to love it yet. There's just something that is special about holding the book in your hand, holding the dice in your hand, especially with solo play. And that's something that I really wanted to get after, which was creating a ritual of play. Because I think play is really important, and that's the backbone of my channel. Play is important, as well as taking care of yourself. And sometimes play is taking care of yourself. For me, oftentimes. I hope that everything that I show allows you to make a more informed decision about this game being for you or not. I'm just a guy who's playing the game and is having a conversation with you about things that I love. And we're back. Welcome, welcome, one and all. The Sacred Art of Gaming is back in color. Hopefully it felt like I was never gone because I had a bunch of videos staged before I left originally, and then I came back during the holidays and staged a bunch more videos. This video is going to cover my experiences with the solo relay. It is going to cover some direction for the channel, some thoughts that I have, some stuff I have coming in, and then some ideas, and then also personal updates. So, the solo relay. I went after Cozy RPG reviews, and I went 8th. I ended up having to switch because I was away, which I'll get into in personal stuff. And it was a lot, but it was an interesting thought experiment to take the same character across different systems that, you know, focus on slightly different things. Knowing what I know now, how that episode went, I probably would have used something other than EZD6. I used EZD6 because I thought for sure there was going to be like some combat. I wanted some fun combat. I probably used Advantage like too liberally just because of the bonuses that Jet Zinlin had across all these different systems. But yeah, the crazy part is, potential spoilers, that I had to start that session like unconscious and cursed without knowing what this curse really is, where it came from, and also like how am I going to proceed with the story while not conscious. I didn't want to take away from what Robin did and just be like, yep, I'm back. So I wanted to fight through that first, felt like there needed to be some type of internal curse situation. I love the trials of 3. Yeah, that's what I did, and initially I tried to record that with like rolling on the 3 trials, and it was just like way like crazy all over the place and hard to follow. So I went back to like, what is something I could use to guide this? And I went to the character itself, Jet Zinlin. What are some aspects of the character? Scared of the dark. That was interesting. Being a shepherd and then also being like a druid. So I kind of focused in on those concepts and used that, which I think helped. And I don't think I really had to roll on oracles really during that time, because that was enough to guide me and I didn't want to go too crazy. And just every different creator had something different that they brought to the table, and what a blessing it was to be a part of that and to learn from them. It was kind of like an interesting yes and puzzle. In solo play, a lot of times we have everything that we did that we can build off of. So this, I had 7 different lenses that interpreted things in a very different way before me. So in a way, it kind of had the best of like solo play and group play. And I kind of, like, is this a thing? Should solo group play be a thing? I think it already is a thing kind of in like play by post to some degree. But yeah, and I know Man Alone has mentioned like a solo con or something, and that I don't know if that's still happening, but yeah, it really sparked the idea for the possibilities of solo group solo play. I don't know, but yeah, loved it. As far as things that I'm excited for, I've had this thought for a while that like PbtA games, people keep telling me it's really good, but you're hating on it, but you should give it another chance. So I have said in the past, and I just haven't had the time to devote 100% to it, but at some point I would like to do 30 days straight of nothing but PbtA games. That's not to say I'm going to review, like you're not going to get a full month of me only talking about PbtA games, but you probably will get a video or 2 about my recap, for sure, and then maybe some PbtA stuff that I get excited about along the way. So maybe 3, like I don't want you to think like, oh, everything's PbtA now. No, that's not what I'm saying. So there's that. Also, I have a lot of cool Savage World stuff that needs some love, and I want to get through it. When I say get through it, sounds bad, doesn't it? When I say this, I just mean that I have no plans like I thought I had in group play for Savage Worlds, that my Savage Worlds group had moved on to D&D. So I still want to experience those things. And Rise of the Runelords, Savage Pathfinder comes to mind. Scared to say it out loud because it's like 6 books. I don't know that I would want to do all of that on camera, but I might do some of it on camera. Let me know your thoughts, your appetite for something like that, but that would be a massive... I'm still gonna solo the whole thing. I just don't know if I can solo. That would be so many episodes. So yeah, there's that. I've got like cool box sets for Savage Worlds. There's a lot of good stuff, and I enjoy the puzzle of. it's a love-hate thing, but I'm still working through the best ways to solo Savage Worlds. PbtA, Savage Worlds. I've got a lot of fun stuff that I'm excited about that you may have already seen some stuff for. Wild Sea, Fabula Ultima, Land of Eam, those probably being the big ones right now that come to mind. Starborg is another one. And then the stuff that is coming in this year that I'm also excited for. We've got Shadow Dark Western Reaches, Broken Empire, I think Twilight Sword and Raptor Ruckus is this year as well. So I can start talking about that. And yeah, a lot of fun things that I'm super into right now. I got a lot of solo energy. I've been doing a lot of solo plays, so I've got a lot of thoughts. I do have my Shadow Dark Infinidungeon wrapped up, so I just gotta edit all of them and release all of them, so you'll see that. I do also want to finish some form of finishing my Starforged Sundered Isles Icarus Tailing play. And I think I like that character enough, we'll see. I think I may continue with that character across different systems. Someone had mentioned something like that to me before. I want to say it was a C&D. I love the idea, and I probably will do it with that character. I just needed like the right character to do it with, and I think Icarus Talon may be the one. So yeah, finishing those two. I have like an easy D6 thing that I'm dropping. Well, I'm not dropping it. I haven't recorded it yet, but I have the plans in place. I have the character, I have the build up, and I also have some Blades in the Dark stuff that I've already recorded, like a few sessions that I want to compress into one session. So yeah, that is where we're at with things that are coming. And then personal stuff. Long story short, I'm in the military, surprise! I feel like some of you veterans and retirees know that, because I think I have like a large amount of retirees and veterans in my comment section and that watch my videos. So yeah, so I'm in the military, currently Air National Guard, so that means I am not full-time military anymore. I am like I do the two days on the weekend usually, generally speaking, a month, and then 2 weeks out of the year. The intent behind that is that you stay lethal, you stay current and proficient in whatever your specialty is, and then you prepare to deploy or mobilize, right? So there's that, and I'm kind of paranoid about like sharing information from both the military perspective, but also cyber warfare, cyber defense. It just those two things. It is to my benefit, and everyone, especially in cybersecurity, it is to their benefit to share nothing ever, because you know that stuff can be utilized against you. So I do hesitate to do that, but some other creators, they just kind of inspired me with sharing some information just so we can get to know each other a little better. We're like 2 years in, going into like season 3 of Sacred Art of Gaming. So it's about time we reveal some background information on me. And then we can kind of, I'm a person. so yeah, there's that. But yeah, the mission went well, I think. So I haven't heard anything otherwise. I got promoted on the military side, which is great. I'm a little nervous to go back to my civilian job because it is radically different than it was when I left, because it was a while ago. But we'll see how that goes. And I got 2 certificates, JIXP and GRID. Those are like ICS SCADA power plant type cybersecurity certs. So you study, you take a test. For SANS in particular, they are open book tests, but it is a lot of information and you don't have a lot of time. So yeah, that's another cool thing that I did. As many of you know, Baby Sacred number 2 is on the way, so that'll be coming fairly soon this summer. We'll see how that affects things. As many of you also may know, my dog passed unexpectedly while I was away during the or close to the holidays. I wasn't home during that time, so that really sucked. And my son still asks about him, and that, I don't know, that's tough. Nothing in life really prepares you for that. He doesn't really understand, but I don't know, we're getting through it. In a lot of ways, the solo relay was a good transition, because as soon as I came home, I needed to record that episode while also studying for the test, and it was kind of a nice distraction, because coming home and then my dog not being there was kind of hard. He wasn't there like when I came home for the holidays either, but I don't know. It was, now I'm like home. I wasn't just temporarily home. So yeah, shouldn't be going away for a while, but yeah, that is my update. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. A lot of fun stuff to come here on the Sacred Art of Gaming. See you then.